Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady, and I hope you have absolutely fabulous day. In today's video, I'm going to encourage you to use whatever is in your stash to create some Art Deco style cards. If you like those 3 cards you can see here, I really hope you'll feel inspired and craft along with me. So have a look what you've got in your stash and come and join me for today's challenge. So I had a look at my stash and I decided to use a couple of design papers from Art Deco 1920s collection from Relatively Thoughtful. As you can see, I don't really have many here, and that was the challenge. Use whatever you've got to create stunning projects. So have a look what you've got and please come and join me today to create something stunning. For my first card, I decided to use that dark black, red and white design paper. I absolutely love the pattern and I'm going to create a square panel for my front card. And using that red and gold, I'm going to create 4 smaller squares. And I thought that would give me that beautiful symmetry, but also very nice design. I'm going to use cutting die from Tonic Studio called Patchwork die set, and all the names of the products I use in today's video you can check in the description down below. If you don't have these cutting dies, you can literally create your frame using just gold paper, and that would be absolutely fine. But remember, whenever you create anything Art Deco related, you need a pattern and, let's say, a little bit of symmetry. And what really is stunning about Art Deco, you need some straight lines. So this is crucial, but it adds so much to the whole design you're going to create. So as you can see, I'm putting that gold mirror cut on top of the red squares, and I really think that adds even more interest. If you agree, please let me know in the comments down below. I absolutely love Art Deco style and I like to challenge myself from time to time to have limited color palette or few supplies, but have a think how I can create very interesting designs. And I do encourage you to try it because you will be amazed what you can create. So when these panels are ready, I thought something is missing in the middle. So I had a look at my stash and then I decided to use a cutting die from Tonic Studio again. But first I'm going to mat and layer all my designs. And again I'm going to use gold mirror cut because I do want all my elements to match beautifully on my project. Do you do the same on your cards? Please let me know in the comments down below. I've got 8 by 8 inches card base and I've got some double-sided tape on the back, because with bigger panels, if you put some double-sided tape on the back, it will make it even stronger. But I can tell you, if you get your beautiful design papers from Relatively Thoughtful, the printed ones, the quality is absolutely phenomenal. So please check the shop because I left the link in the description down below. So now I thought, yes, let's put all those 4 squares here. And as I told you, I'm going to add extra element at the front. And I had a look at my stash and I decided to use diamond patchwork die set. If you know my projects, you know how much I like diamonds, so I simply couldn't resist. Diamonds really work well with Art Deco style, so why not? Let's give it a go, right? And again, I'm going to use some gold mirror cut just to make sure all the elements will match on my card. If you don't have it, you can create your own diamond, so don't worry, use whatever you've got. And when this is ready, I thought something is missing, so I'm going to use the same black, red and white design paper and I'm going to stick it on the diamond. So this way we're going to have a nice design underneath. And I do encourage you to try that technique with your beautiful cards. So, as I told you, I absolutely love Art Deco, and if you look at the website, Relatively Thoughtful, where the shop is, you can find amazing design papers and beautiful collections, but they also have amazing craft supplies, like distress oxide crayons, or absolutely amazing design papers from other companies as well, like Stamperia. So please check the shop because you will love what's there. So as you can see, I decided to add a little bit more dimension to the front element, and I'm going to use double-sided foam adhesive. If you want your cards or projects to stand out, please use it, because I know that you probably don't really see it on the camera, but in real life it really makes a difference. And it's always a good idea to use your pokey tool with the backing of the tape and add just few drops of liquid glue, because we want our cards to last forever, right? And be professionally finished. And when this is ready, I thought something is missing, so we have to create our sentiment. And I'm going to use Tattered lace, elegant alphabet cutting die, and again I use the same gold mirror card. But at this point I thought, let's make sure that it stands out. So I've got some black card and I'm going to create a strip. And I think this is the way to go with sentiments on busy design papers. I've got my low tack tape and I'm going to use it to make sure that all my letters are on a straight line. So as you can see, I'm using the grid on my glass mat, then put low tack tape on top, and then use few drops of liquid glue, and then it will be ready to adhere on a black card. Super quick and simple, and I learned that trick from Jennifer Maguire, and I use it quite often, to be honest. Do you use that trick in your card making? Please let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't heard about RT Create, Make and Share Facebook group, please check it out, because if you create anything from relatively thoughtful design papers, you can share your makes there. And trust me, there are so many stunning projects every single day on that group. So please come and join us and have a look what's there. And if you create something, please put it there. Share your beautiful projects. We want to see them. And again, I'm going to do exactly the same with the word birthday. So use your low tack tape or washi tape. And if you don't have this cutting die, you probably have different alphabet cutting die or stamp set collection, which you can use for any project you create. And I do encourage you to do so. And at this point I thought, this sentiment, it is too long, so how can I make sure that it will stand out on my card? So I'm going to cut it. As simple as it is. So as you can see, I don't really use any nesting dies or fancy dies for my sentiment. All I had to do is to create a strip of black card. Super quick and easy, right? So yes, you can do that in your cards as well. To add a little bit more dimension, I decided to use that foam adhesive only on the sides, so left and right. I just left the middle because we do have that dimension on a diamond, so I thought just the ends and that will be fine. What do you think about this color palette? Do you think it would be better for a female or for a male? Please let me know in the comments down below. And again, I'm going to use the same double-sided foam adhesive, peel off the backing, and then your liquid glue is your best friend. Because as I told you, we want this card to last forever, right? And as you can see, it is pretty big. So it's going to be absolutely beautiful when you put it on a flat surface. So the card is complete. It is time to create our second card. And for this one, I decided to change the shape. So I'm going to use Paper Discovery Card Builder Nested Circles die set. And I will put all the names of the products I use here in the description down below. With the biggest one, we're going to create the card base and the card back. And with all the other elements, we're going to create beautiful panels. And I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. So you've got the front and the back of the card. Then I use the same gold mirror card, and using the same bigger die, I'm going to use that beautiful blue and green design paper. I absolutely love it. It is my favorite. So I thought that could be my background panel. And when this is ready, I'm going to save a little bit of it, because I'm going to show you how to save the cardstock and use it for smaller elements. With the smaller circle, I'm going to create that panel so it will nest on a card. And yes, you can use that trick. It is super simple. I'm going to use my pencil on the back and trace the smaller circle. And using my scissors, I'm going to cut it out. But I'm going to leave a gap so you can use that trick. And then later on, I'm going to show you how to use it. It is super simple, but you don't waste any of the beautiful design paper. And I encourage you to use it that way. So it is time to put our green element on the circle. front card, and as you can see, I'm using my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, because I do have time to maneuver the elements if I make a mistake, especially with intricate die cuts, like in this case, right? So please use any liquid glue, because I think sometimes tape is not enough. So what is your favorite way of adhering intricate die cuts? Please let me know in the comments down below. I also wonder, what is your totally favorite art style? As you can see, I absolutely love Art Deco. It is one of my favorites, but I also love Impressionism. If you haven't seen my Impressionistic card, the link is at the top right corner. So these elements are ready, and now I'm going to use Card Making Magic, Get Well and Retirement Pretty Book Collection, and I'm going to use 3 diamonds, and I'm going to create 3 of them using gold mirror card, 1 bigger one and then 2 smaller diamonds. So I do have some symmetry on my card, but also more interest, and I do encourage you to experiment with the shapes on your projects. So the first one is here, and then we've got 2 smaller ones that will go on the left and on the right. It is time to add a little bit more interest, and as you can see, I'm using that leftover green design paper, and first I'm going to use my pokey tool to see where I'm going to cut my diamonds. So as you can see, I'm not using any special equipment. I'm going to put them together and then using my scissors cut it out. Super quick and easy, right? Now it is time to create some background panels. So I'm putting a little bit of liquid glue, then adhering on a green panel, and using my scissors I'm going to cut it out. And at this point it doesn't have to be perfect. All you have to do is to make sure that actually just the outside is neatly cut, but the inside doesn't have to be. No one is going to see it, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So again, I'm going to do it with the other part of a diamond, and I'm going to stick it on a green panel and cut it out. Super quick and easy, and I really think that adds so much to the card, because we've got that green, let's say, on the outside of the card, but also in the middle. So please have a look at your stash, look at your design papers that you like. If you have any patterns, I really think you can create your own version using any diamonds or squares. So with the bigger diamond, I'm going to use the same glue we use for the circle, and I'm going to stick it using my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, and I'm going to cut it out. As it is a diamond, it is so easy to fussy cut it. Literally, you've got a straight line, you just follow it. And when this is ready, it is time to put them together on a card. What do you think about the color palette for this card? Green, blue and gold. Do you like it? Do you think it's a good color combo for Art Deco card? If you do, let me know in the comments down below. So as you can see, I'm putting the glue on the green card, and then I adhering it at the back of the blue element. So this way no one will ever know that you didn't use entire green panel. That is the way to save your cardstock. It is time to add a little bit dimension on the front panel, and I'm going to use my double-sided foam adhesive. Super quick and easy, right? And I do encourage you to do exactly the same. As you can see, if you have some nesting circle dies, you can use it, but if you don't, you can also use circle cutter. Like I usually use Made to Surprise circle cutter, and that works so well for many projects. So don't stress, you can always use whatever is in your stash. And I'm going to peel off the backing of the tape, and it will be ready to adhere on my panel. But don't forget, just few drops of liquid glue really make a difference. So far we had, for the first card, black, red and white. Now we've got some blue, green and gold. Which color combo do you prefer? I'm going to use the same alphabet cutting die from Tattered lace, and this time we've got Celebrate, and I'm going to start putting it on a curve. So I'm not going to use low tack tape. I'm going to start with my middle letter and then go left and right. So I do encourage you to try that technique. It is amazing with any alphabet stamps or cutting cutting dies you've got, because you can personalize any project you're going to create. And I think that's what I really like about card making. Personalization, it is the best thing you can do. So if you know someone and their favorite colors, that is the way to go. And at this point I thought I like celebrate at the top, but maybe we can add something else at the bottom. So again, I use the same gold mirror card, Tattered alphabet, and I'm going to create words in style. So the card will be completed with that sentiment, and I think that will work so well, especially with the gold mirror card outside and that pattern. What do you think about those diamonds and a circle together? Do you like it, or would you change anything? If you haven't seen my other Art Deco style cards, I will leave some of them at the end of the video, and I do encourage you to have a look, because I created shaped cards with no cutting dies. So if you don't have any of the cutting dies I use here, you can check all the videos I'm going to link at the end. Now I'm going to use Crafter's Companion cutting die called Garden Party, and using gold mirror card I die cut that cake, and I thought it is a little bit too big, so let's just trim it, and then it will fit exactly on my focal element. So if you have any cutting dies and you think it is too big, trim it. Trust me, no one will ever know, but your card will look even better, because you worked so hard on your composition, and that's what really matters in card making. Now I'm going to use my scoring board from Crafter's Companion, and I'm going to create a top flap on the back panel. And I use 300 GSM multi-purpose card, because it is very thick, and it will hold the card forever. I'm going to use my one and only liquid glue and put that adhesive at the top. And if you have a grid on your mat, use it, because this way your card will be straight, and I do encourage you to do so. As you can see, I pushed that top flap for a few seconds and the card is complete. What do you think about card number 2? For card number 3, I decided to go with pink color. It is not my very favorite, but I think it stands out so well in so many designs, so I thought let's give it a go. So I'm going to put some liquid glue and again that gold mirror card, because Art Deco and gold, they really work together very well. When this is ready, it is time to decorate it, and I thought how I can make sure that this card is in Art Deco style with some gold, but an element that is going to make a massive difference. But before I create that element, I'm going to put that element on 8 by 8 inches card base. So as you can see, in today's video, I created some bigger cards. Don't be afraid. You don't always have to go with 6 by 6 inches or 5 by 7 inches. 8 by 8 inches are absolutely fine. I'm going to use Card Making Magic, the 6 by 6 collection called Complete 6 by 6 inches Cut and Box die set. If you're interested, as I told you, all the names of the products you can check in the description down below. And at this point I thought let's create some corners. If you don't have this cutting die, maybe you have a border punch, so you can do that as well. The possibilities are absolutely endless when it comes to card making. Have a look at what you've got in your stash and then use whatever you want. So for this card, as I told you, I'm going to create a special element. So I thought let's create a shaker card, because everyone likes to shake, right? Shake, shake, shake. Okay, I'm getting off topic, but I think that will make a difference in this card. So I had a look at my stash and I found one die that I haven't used for such a long time. And it is called Celebrate the Season from Crafter's Companion. And you can create a shaker cocktail glass. So I thought, why not? Let's give it a go. Because if you watch Great Gatsby, they drink a lot of champagne. So I thought that would be great for Art Deco style card. So if you think about this card style, please use my trick. And I die cut it 10 times from 300 GSM white multi-purpose card because I do want to have some dimension for that shaker element. And I've got some vellum and I'm going to stick it on the back of one of those glasses. I really want that pink background to stand out, but if we have that background everywhere on every single element, I thought that would be a little bit too much. So at this point I really wanted to mute it a little bit, and trust me, it is worth the effort because we are going to see all the shaker elements inside. And now it is time to put all those glasses together. So use your liquid glue because you will have time to maneuver all of them. As I told you about Great Gatsby, have you seen that film? Or if you have, which version did you see? As I told you in one of my previous videos, a few months ago there was an amazing exhibition at the Saatchi Gallery in London where you could see all the jewellery from Great Gatsby film. It was absolutely amazing, and to be honest, you could actually try some of it there as well. It was absolutely amazing day. So if you ever have a chance to see any exhibition with you can find clothes or jewellery from films, please check it out. The experience is absolutely amazing. When the glasses are ready, as you can see, there is really nice dimension, and that's exactly what I wanted. Usually in video you can't really see the dimension, but in real life it is absolutely stunning. And I thought, let's go and create that, let's say, champagne glass, because I thought that's what really works with Art Deco, right? If you agree, let me know in the comments down below. If you saw Great Gatsby, there are lots of champagne glasses and gold, so I thought, let's do it. So I'm going to create my sentiment first with that red lace alphabet, and I put it here, happy birthday. And using the same gold mirror card, I die cut that glass one more time, and it is time to put the acetate. And first I'm going to cut it with my scissors, so you don't really need cutting die here. Just use your scissors and trim to the size you want. Just make sure the acetate doesn't go over your element, because I know it is invisible, but sometimes when you tilt it to the light, you can actually see it. And I'm going to use 3mm red liner tape and put the acetate. First, let's put the red liner tape on the white card. Then it's always a good idea to actually use your pokey tool and burnish it, because this way that red liner tape will be there forever. I know it is very strong adhesive, but if you burnish it, it really makes a massive difference. So that's exactly what I'm going to do it here, and then peel off the backing, again using my pokey tool. Super quick and simple. If you haven't seen my shaped shaker card, check the link at the top right corner. I'm pretty sure you will like it if you like this shaker card. So it is time to burnish it, and when the acetate is ready, I'm going to put another layer of that red liner tape, and we can make sure that it will fit on our shaker element. But first we have to put something in, and as you can see, we've got some gold sentiment, gold corners. So yes, the choice was gold sequins, because that's what will make that card even more special. If you agree, please let me know in the comments down below. And what is your favorite shape for shaker cards? I'm really curious. If you have your favorite, please let me know. So first we have to adhere the glass, and now it is time for the shaker elements. You can use whatever you want. You can use glitter, but to be honest, I'm not a massive fan of glitter, so sequins, it is the way to go for me. Which one do you prefer, sequins or glitter? Tell me in the comments down below. When I think they are enough, it is time to put the top layer with that gold glass, and I think the card will be complete. Would you add some gems or just leave it the way it is? Please let me know in the comments. So now the card is complete, and what do you think about that pink gold shaker card? Do you like it? Now you can see all 3 cards side by side. Please let me know which color palette do you like the most here. If you don't have any of the dies I use here, create whatever is in your stash. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And here you can see all my other Art Deco cards. Have a wonderful day and see you in my next video on Sunday. Bye for now. Happy crafting!